Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servants Homestead. I know it's been quite some time since we brought you guys out to the garden, but as you can see, it's the dead of winter, and we kind of slowed down with the things out here in the garden to focus on some of the things that were going to take place inside of the house. We looked at the calendar and realized that 3 days from now will be 1 year for us at this particular property. When we did move here, we moved here in the winter time, and so we had to hit the ground running with different little tasks inside as well as outside, planting things and getting things started, and in the garden as well as trying to move and get things situated. Over the course of this year, we have definitely began to observe our land, observe the landscape, how different things react, and it has definitely given us the opportunity to see that some of the choices and decisions that we made over the year as far as where things should be planted in the garden definitely need to be revamped and changed. But it has been really cold here. We've had a stretch of the last 2 days with the temperature being a little bit into the 60s, and that's supposed to continue over the next 2 or 3 days, and so we're going to utilize that opportunity to get our garlic in the ground. This should have been done last month, but we've been so consumed with different projects that we were not able to do so. But today is the day that we're going to get that started, and as it's dusting down, we'll do as much as we can today, and then we'll come back tomorrow to finish things up. But as you can see, not sure if you recognize this bed, we planted about 2 rows of garlic this past year, and they did do really well. So we've decided to actually extend this particular section of the garden into our garlic bed, and so that is what we're getting ready to do now. As you can see, the tilling has started, and I'll let Mr. Humble tell you more about that. And guys, this was his first batch of chicken manure that he is spreading in, and then he'll till it in after he's through spreading it out. But we decided to leave the middle section as our walk path, and that would be this section here that the tiller is resting on, so that way we can reach onto both sides of this particular area. So just decided that last minute, but seems like it's going to work out just fine since this section is going to be a bit longer, or a lot longer. And then so while he's doing that, I'm just going to finish peeling garlic, so, and getting it ready, because those are actually the cloves that we will be planting. So we'll be right back.
Okay guys, so now that I got it tilled, I have my chicken manure down. So now what I'm going to be doing is go ahead and get it tilled in. This process here is pretty much how I get my garden going.
So now that you've tilled the chicken manure in, what are you doing?
Just right now, just aerating the dirt
And leveling it out.
leveling it out.
But as I was saying, so definitely this year, a lot of lessons learned in terms of where we planted things, where we need to revamp. But one of the things that we did notice was further down in this section right here, where we did plant those few rows of garlic, they did do really well. So we are going to plant garlic there this year, but since they did do really well in that particular section, we're going to expand this bed. We do consume a lot of garlic in our household, and so our ultimate goal is to grow most, if not all, of the garlic that we plan to consume this year. And so we'll see how that goes. Definitely a large order to fill, but as you know, the more things that you are able to grow, even if you're not able at this point to grow 100% of what you consume, every little thing that you are able to grow definitely helps in retrospect. That's one less thing that you have to purchase at a supermarket. So he's going to continue to level out the bed, and we will be back shortly.